What's going on, guys? Today we're talking the market crash, okay? I know it did crash maybe a couple days ago while you're watching this, but there are a lot of good buys out there. There is one thing to kind of keep in mind. It is kind of a transition period for a lot of teams because the most feared team is going to be gone on November 6th, which is 3 days from now. So people are selling off their most feared cards. If you missed that selling point when the cards are still very expensive, you probably lost a lot of coins, and I guess it is I'm not too sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing that these theme teams expire. I think it's an interesting thing. I don't know, especially so soon after the promo. Probably because we're going to have like a harvest or like Thanksgiving promo, whatever they're calling that promo theme team. Probably up next. So if they want those people to build that team and then build Zero Chills and then build, you kind of understand the way it goes, right? Because that makes them the most money. And, it's a business. You can't knock them. But yeah, today we're going to go through each position and I'm going to point out the cards that I think are good buys. Even though the most feared team is going to be disappearing. There's a lot of these cards are going to be most feared cards because they've dropped a lot, but a lot of these guys are still good pickups. They're still very good cards outside of the theme team. Yes, there are some cards that needed that +5 speed boost, but there are still, of course, a lot of good cards out there. If you're looking to load up for future promos, head over to MMOEXP for the cheapest, most reliable MUT coins on the market. Use my code FERDY at checkout for 6% off. A link for their website is in the description. Well, let's get started at quarterback, okay? And there's one card I want you guys to put on the watch list, and that is Cam Newton. He does get Gunslinger. And the interesting thing about Gunslinger is this, okay? So if we go over here to upgrade, no, that's not what I meant to hit. I meant to hit abilities. And then we go down here, we click Gunslinger. You're going to see that only the top 100 RG3 gets the Gunslinger ability. So I still do think that Gunslinger is going to be a pretty rare ability come the end of the season, meaning that maybe only a few, maybe 1 or 2 QBs throughout the next month are going to be getting the Gunslinger ability because it should still be a premier ability because RG3's top 100 player gets it. And they've done a pretty good job with it. I mean, I think that maybe we might see some more Gunslinger QBs than we'll see, pass lead or set feet guys. And again, there's 3 guys that get it. Who else gets it? Okay, yeah, the 92 and the 91 does as well. You're going to see Gunslinger still, they put a lot of value on Gunslinger. You guys can see that. So I just want to point that out with the QB position and just to kind of keep an eye on Cam Newton's price. However, there is one guy that I do like who's actually like a reasonable price right now, and that's Jaden Daniels for $500K. If you wanted to wait, I understand that because he can get lower. I could see this guy getting obviously to 400 at some point, but like before we start getting a bunch of Gunslinger QBs, if even at this price, Jaden Daniels it's a tough price to really beat. It really is, in my opinion. So Jaden Daniels, I think I would put on here, even though he's on the more expensive side of things. I think he's actually a good buy, and looking at the future, the RG3 card can kind of predict what the QB landscape will look like a month from now. But of course, there's no other Gunslinger QBs really on here. I mean, Jared Goff, obviously, but what we're looking for is like most feared, right? Like the most feared QB, Lamar Jackson for 280 is an amazing buy. This is a guy that you could obviously use outside of a theme team. You are going to lose the strat card in the theme team boost, so still having a 90 speed, and you're still going to have the whatever your throw power strat card is to get him up over 90. This card is still going to be very good, and I do expect these prices to actually go down even more after the most feared team is officially gone. So if you wanted to wait until, the biggest recommendation would actually be to wait until Thursday. If you're going to be buying, I would maybe sell off the most feared cards now. A lot of them. That's probably what I would do. But even Aaron Rodgers, $200K for this guy. You're not going to have the mobility of a Lamar or a Jaden Daniels or a Cam Newton, but Gunslinger, $200K. I mean, that's... And then you have $121K for Case Keenum as well. That's another really good buy. Super cheap. His price really didn't drop too much. It's actually gone up, but still just a tremendous buy down there. It really is. Mahomes for 180, nah. Anything else that really... this Drake May card's pretty ethical, though. I will say that. He's a very ethical card right there. Mike Vick is 80K. A lot of the reduxes are pretty, but they're kind of behind the power curve, right? I think my favorite buys at QB. I'm spending the most time on QB because it's obviously more important. But Rodgers for 200K and Case Keenum for 121. If you don't need Gunslinger, Lamar's probably the best buy at QB right now. As far as like if you can use a cheat, whatever the case is, that's definitely the best buy. But damn, Jaden Daniels is also a if you got the coins, I think Jaden Daniels is better than Lamar Jackson is. Outside of the most feared team. Obviously the most feared team helped them out a lot, but I think JD, when all that's gone with the abilities and stuff, I think he's actually better. All right, every position will not be that long. I just wanted to, I feel like quarterback's pretty important. So let's get into running backs now. Okay, good value running backs in this game. Not seeing any yet. Not really seeing any. I mean, what's it going to take for this card to drop in price? Nothing, right? I'm surprised he's actually not higher, to be honest. I'm genuinely surprised he's not. But that's besides the point, okay? So Derrick Henry for 240. I don't hate that purchase. I don't. Even like these two cards, that's not a bad purchase. Saquon, if you don't have the Saquon, the one I just mentioned, he's good too, right? Emmanuel Wilson, 100K, 89 speed. That looks okay, but actually 88 juke move, low COD though, can't speed boost really. As far as running backs go, I feel like you're looking for someone that played for your theme team, right? That's pretty much what you're looking for. If you needed like a cheat, I honestly don't hate either going Henry or ETN, as their prices make sense. They're pretty close to the running back standard right now. The prices are good. Like that, this range is not bad. If you want to go higher and try to get to the more premium, I mean, Gale Sayers he's too much really to justify. I think Marshawn's too much to justify. Eric Dickerson, he's obviously good, but his price is kind of up because he has that Raiders premium tax on him. So running back, I would just go ETN, Derrick Henry, really, in like the taking advantage of the market crash. I'm sure there are lower overall cards, that are like budget, but these are like the best cards to buy. If you want to see a budget video, that'll come at a later date. But yeah, I would say it's one of those two. I would say that. But there are some decent ones out there. So yeah, let's go to fullback. Fullback, actually, should we even do fullback? Riggins for 400K. Riggins is getting very close. Riggins will get to rental. And honestly, he's solid. He kind of falls into the running back as well. Like as a rental, I mean, I have him on my theme team and most feared team, so I haven't used him outside of that. I'm actually going to use him today because I'm uploading the Jets theme team episode tomorrow. But yeah, Riggins, if he gets the 400K quick sell, that's not, or rental, that's not terrible. But yeah, even a Okoye, sure. We'll give it to Okoye as well. He's pretty solid. All right. Wide receiver. Troy Franklin's 1.4 mil. We got Drake London. Let me close this out. 700K for CD. 500K for Calvin. Okay, we're looking for the most feared receivers. I mean, okay, so he's up here. Mike Evans is too high. So Randy Moss should be under 300K, right? Randy Moss should be under 300K. Okay, Randy's 260. Phenomenal buy. I don't think there'll be a better buy than Randy Moss and Tyreek Hill. I mean, G-Dub, 211 for G-Dub. Damn, Deshaun Jackson, 170. Odell Beckham's card is 150. I'm on Rod, does kind of make sense. But these 89 speed guys right here for 150, 160. Insane. G-Dub falls in that same category. I would say that he's probably a little bit better because he has the 290 thresholds. But Tyreek Hill, Randy Moss, this is the range you want to be in right here. I think Randy's probably, Tyreek Hill's value at 91 speed is crazy. Obviously, there's the big trade-off with the height, but that's pretty wild. Worthy for under 100K. And then Watson as well, but Watson, he's not a champion, so he's going to have some cheated stats somewhere. But that's pretty good. There's a lot of good value out here. Especially if you have like a theme team, right? Like Justin Jefferson came out so long ago, but on a Vikings team, 90 speed is still very good. Like that would be like, look at your theme teams and see if you have any sneaky guys out here, because there are some good ones snuck in here. But that like 200K range right now is the sweet spot. Even cheaper, like Odell for that, Deshaun for that. But this is the time to be picking these cards up. Again, if it's a most feared card that you feel like is a little bit too much, then maybe wait until Thursday whenever the new promo comes out. And if there's a promo theme team, it's going to decimate the market. The market's going to be absolutely decimated. I'm telling you that right now. The market, if there's a brand new one right after this, I feel like they're going to wait probably until or a lot of people are probably going to wait until the next big promo, whether that's, Harvest, whatever they're calling it, what they're calling it now, I don't even remember, it starts with an A or something, I don't remember. Or Blitz as well. Maybe there'll be a Blitz theme team too. Who knows? Who knows how much money they want to make. So, tight end, I don't know. Tight end is interesting. I think, Brock Bowers for that, though, that's not bad. For 150, you get all 32, so it would fit on everyone's team, potentially 86 speed. Is it great? No, it makes sense why his price is where it's at, but it's not bad either. It's not terrible. How much did Tyler Warren sit at? Tyler Warren's that's pretty good. And Sam Laporta too. That's pretty solid. I think Tucker Kraft's probably still a little bit too much. Gronk is not bad either. It's not bad. That one, I would almost rather just buy the rental Gronk at that point, because you can probably he's probably going it for as cheap as 400K at some point. Maybe not, but if you can get as close to 400K as possible, I would rather do the rental Gronk probably. But tight end, I mean, Tyler Warren, Sam Laporta. I even don't hate where is he? Evan Ingram. I don't hate that buy. This one's pretty interesting though. All 32. So if you have the +3 boost, you have an 86 speed tight end. I think he will get a team of the week this week most likely. So I'm not too sure that will affect his price, but maybe. All right, offensive line. I'm not going to spend too much time here, but you're looking for around 100K. I think around 100K is fair. I mean, obviously these guys are like better, but I mean you can get a pretty good offensive lineman for like 100K, even under 100K at this point. Laremy Tunsil 50K. I mean, his stats are gonna be okay for you, right? Jason Peters even 35K. Like there are good buys on the offensive line. I feel like all the time. I think early on in the year, that's not the case, but as we go throughout the year, offensive linemen become pretty obtainable. And of course, you have your season pass guys, your Membus and your Treat Humphreys and stuff like that. But this is probably the one right here, though. If you're on the offensive line, this is probably the one right here. Getting a non-LTD Quentin Nelson for maybe like 280. That's pretty crazy. Center should be down, but it might be up. Yeah, Drew Dahlman, 100K for Kevin. Damn. All right. Yeah, offensive line has a lot of good buys. Again, I think like 100 to 80K, you can get a good enough offensive lineman at really any position, pretty much. Like these guys are all solid. I think Robert Hunt is actually pretty good value for that right there. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I think that's not bad. O-line's got some juice, man. They got some good cards. Forrest Gregg. Who we got here though? Trent Brown. Again, hopefully you have Membu here, because I mean it's not bad. Like Adarius, I thought his name was Adarius. It's Amarius Mims. Amarius Mims. I thought it was Adarius always. Why did I think that? Yeah, I mean, most feared price, low 200s to mid 200s to high 200s. It makes sense. Yeah, if you got Membu though, I think Membu plays over all these guys, obviously. But if you don't, I mean, I guess you don't really have that 100K range on this. You may have to turn to Trent Brown or DJ Glaze if that's what it's coming to for you. But hopefully you have Membu. Hopefully you do. We now have our right edge and left edge. You get into both these at the same time, because to me they're like the same position, right? You can flip them. You can play left edge. You can do whatever you want, and they all get the secondaries as well. So to me, yeah, they're like the same position. But damn, Myles Garrett, yeah, 230. That's good. Alex Wright's card is actually pretty good. He does have the low finesse move, but for 200K, and I think his price will drop down to 180 pretty quickly. That's not a bad. That's a pretty good purchase right there. Redux Howie for the Raiders, of course. Khalil Mack's card is also really tough as well. For 120, that's tremendous value right there. Nick Bosa, all 32. If you need a fill there for 100K, that's pretty good. Anyone else that I kind of missed that sticks out to me here for in that range? Like Jason Taylor, 250 is not bad, but I think that like Myles Garrett is cheaper. That's definitely the better way to go. That's what I would say. Anything else down here a little bit cheaper? Von Miller's card right here, not bad. Not bad at all. Ed Too Tall's card. Well, that's not his full Ed. Okay, that's not full Ed Too Tall. But it's not a bad card, honestly. This is honestly not bad, even though it's on his full card, the high excel, all that stuff. So, yeah, there's some good guys down here, especially for theme teams. Like, even if you're using this right here, 80K, that's pretty good. Of course, with theme teams and boost being so good, it does technically keep cards alive for longer, especially ones that are on the defensive line, right? Especially there. I mean, corners, DBs, that can be a little bit different, but on the defensive line, it makes a big difference. All right, let's get over to DT. DT's got to have some gems out here. All right, so 200K. I don't think I'd do that for Chris Jones. How much is AD's for? AD, I mean, his cards are always just the best. 377 for like Perry or AD 300 plus for those cards. Does that really make sense to me? I wouldn't say they were bad buys, but they're like on the fringe. They're close. They're pretty close. Anything else down here? Kinlaw, I paid 1 million coins for him. That was a bad idea. I paid 1 million coins for this guy at some point. So, what is he at now? Probably I have his full card. He's 400k. Okay, that's great. He's rental now. That's a bad buy, what I did right there. Sexy Dexy? Outside of speed and acceleration, like, everything else looks pretty good on him. It's really outside of that. Defensive tackle, though, Zach Harrison, 90k, not bad. It's kind of dim out here, honestly, for a lot of this. Yeah, I think around 100k, like 100. You may have to, like, to get something really elite. I don't think there's a really good elite buy. Like, for super, that makes super sense. Like, AD, William Perry are probably the two of the better ones, in my opinion, because they're obviously always very good. They have the stats, all that stuff. That's kind of where my head's at for a defensive tackle. Kinlaw is all right for me, like, nothing crazy, but this card's not bad, though. He's not bad. He's 90k, though. I'm looking for, of course, like a pass rush stat of some sort, a good build. I like to have acceleration as well. Like, Sap to me is still like 27k. That is still a beautiful card, man. Still beautiful. All right, Sam linebacker. Sam's like the worst position in the game. It just is. There's nothing really good going on there. So as far as cheap guys here, Mike Jones is not badly priced in my opinion. A little bit up maybe because of Raiders. So probably not, honestly. James Harrison ended up being a pretty good card. So, if you need an edge rusher, he's your guy. Not really a user, but I guess he could be technically if you need him to be. And he does have a nice pick 6 in his career at some point. But yeah, Sam linebacker, I don't even really pay much mind to ever. Okay, Mike's. Now this is where it matters, okay? Damn, if Ray Lou gets the quick sell, or rental, that is insane. Fred Warner 400k is not terrible either. All 32, it's not bad. D'Amico Ryans, they gave him 6'1", not great height, but not his price could get to a spot where it makes sense. Wagner, Caden Ellis 200k, Okereke. Ellis is not bad for that right there, I would say. That's not bad for Ellis. 125 for Kuechly, my goodness. And Urlacher 140. Yep, this is the range right here. It looks like picking up the old, like the good Unreal Moments cards, and then picking up some of the fringe most feared guys. And obviously, they're not going to have the boost. That's why their prices are down. So they're kind of like, a couple good cheats in there. You know what I mean? That's kind of what you're looking for. But damn, that Kuechly though. That Kuechly looking good, man. Yeah, I would say in that range, that's probably the range you want to be in right there. Even Fred for 400k though, if you need a user like all 32, that's pretty solid. But this range right here, this run of like 5 guys, any of them you can go with. Besides probably Bobby Okereke. He's probably the worst of them. But outside of that, that's a pretty good stretch of guys right there for a good price. Even Jordan Brooks, Levante David, like 90k for Levante David's LTD. Hold up. That's probably the one. All right. Robert Brazale. I still don't know who the hell this guy is. I have no idea. But JOK, phenomenal. Phenomenal purchase. Can move well. Has the good coverage stats, 6'2". An amazing cheat user. Amazing. Even Quay Walker, solid. I do like JOK more than Quay, though, for sure. Fully settled Louis, kind of 117k, crazy. Anything else that stands out? Cernod, I think he's actually pretty tall. I thought he was small. Yeah, 6'3". Damn, that card's not bad either. Derek Brooks? Yeah, he was kind of done dirty the day he came out, so I wasn't expecting much from him. Payne Wilson's card, 35k is always good. There are some good purchases there. The Diablo, the budget guys. But I really do like this JOK purchase. If you need like a cheat user or something like that, you have a hole to fill, he's a good option, obviously. All right, cornerback. Very important position here. And usually a very expensive one. Normally one where it's hard to find good purchases. But I think we're going to find a couple here. I think Sauce will end up being a good buy. Probably like 300k for him. Not bad. Yeah, like 250. Like Sauce being 250. Ronaldo Green, I don't think is as good, but Sauce and Quinion Mitchell being that price is pretty crazy. Surtain, like, okay. Sherman, 127. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. McKinstry, yeah, like, you want to be, if you're able to get like 89, 88 speed for a good price. I mean, look at DRC, bro. He's 88 speed under 100K. That is actually, there's some insane wait, how much is Woolen? How much is Woolen? Woolen's probably still up here. Woolen 400K. Okay, that makes sense. He's 2 speed faster. Makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, look at this guy, though. Look at this dude, Rod Woodson, man. Jeez. 3 mil for 1 corner. I don't know. I think, yeah, in this range is pretty good. I would say Cromartie, Sauce, Mitchell. These two are good value for that price, honestly. That's good value. DRC is probably one of the better ones. That DRC price is looking crazy. Even this price is, like, even though he's not the full card, he's still 88 speed. Just still, Will Johnson as well. Travis Hunter's card is still tremendous value. Yeah, there's some guys at corner. Corner, you can fill it out pretty well. You really could. All right, wow. Free safety is a pretty cheap position, I guess. I guess we don't really have that many free safeties, to be completely honest. We really do not. So, did they ever give? I don't know if they did. But yeah, Harrison Smith probably the one that makes the most sense for his price. I mean, Kirby, if you have one of these teams, obviously that's not bad. 91 speed potentially is pretty good, obviously. Hawkins, they made him pretty good, huh? 6'1", decent movement. Harrison Smith for 200K, not bad. Earl Thomas, not bad either. Petrie, not bad. Ransaw. Oh, they gave an upgraded Ransaw with the same card art. Yo, this card looks crazy. Now that card looks crazy good. He's probably insane. If anyone uses this card, let me know, because he's probably that 100K for that. Minka. Did they ever give? I just want to see if they gave. Did they ever give Tyrann Mathieu a Redux? No, he didn't get one. Interesting. I guess tribute cards don't get it. But yeah, the free safeties. There's some gems out there. You could find some guys. Those guys I pointed out are not too bad. All right, strong safety, I think, is the dominant safety position, obviously. Yeah, no. Redux, Taylor Mays, 400K. Probably still a little bit too steep, especially because there's no floor on him. And this one's 500. If you can get this one for 400K, then we're talking about a card that could be your user for a while. But Brian Branch, Redux, Jeremy Chin, yeah, I like that. Elliott, I don't hate that either. 88 speed, that's not bad for that price. Jamal Adams is still a little bit too much for me. That Raiders tax goes crazy. And then, okay, I actually got to buy Jamal Adams today because I'm recording a Jets team video, so we will see. I think I already said that, but I don't love what I'm seeing. I mean, yeah, Palomau and Duggar are guys that you can pick up and be automatic users. But yeah, Ashton Davis, I guess, 88 speed. Isaiah Simmons, not bad either. I feel like the range you probably want to be in is the Chin, Elliott, 170-ish. Those prices make sense. But, I mean, you're probably splurging or using a free strong safety or safety in this spot. So, yeah, that is going to do it. We can take a look at kicker punter. I mean, you're probably using Brendan Aubrey, who won't be up here. And maybe Cam Little, who won't be up here. And then punter, you pick whoever has the best kick power. And maybe even on your theme team, you know? Yeah, I wouldn't go too crazy with this stuff. I wouldn't go, that's not worth it. But, yeah, that'll do it for today's video. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully this video was helpful. Again, with the market crash, I think if you want to be the most safe, waiting for the next promo to buy the most feared card to make sense. But every other card I mentioned that wasn't a most feared, they're good buys right now. And can fill a lot of the holes of your team, whether they're cheats or some of the guys that fit in your theme team. So if you found this video helpful, hit the subscribe button, leave a like. And of course, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.